It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's third.
Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 12.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
Jones
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Giants.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
First down, Giants.
Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's Jones on first down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The numbers for Shepard in last week's game: 6 catches, 94 yards, and a score.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Pushing his way through, and he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Leonard Floyd leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Raymond Calais on the return.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The drive starts with a completion left side. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
The pass.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they'll get 3 up to midfield.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
That's good.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
throw now on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Complete.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 74 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 33. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Van Jefferson, the rookie wideout, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's the flash and dash that Rams fans got used to during the Todd Gurley era, but with Todd in the rearview mirror, here's Cam Akers, the rookie out of Florida State, and he can exhibit the same type of ability. Running, cutting, can catch the ball in the backfield. I think he'll be a better pro than a collegiate player because I believe he'll get better blocking and show his talents. And in Sean McVay's offense, he'll get the ball often.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw again. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
That's good.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Kyler Fackrell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Good.
What a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Akers, the ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The score, Rams 7, Giants 3.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
LA Rams.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
And it's
Jones now on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. They'll run on first down with Akers. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
And Akers, the ball carrier.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Rams on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. They got him in. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Ball carrier. The tackle made by Julian Love. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
The pass.
7 yards. yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A quick pass to Cup. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Is good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Giants first down.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29.
Here's Akers. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards the pickup there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This will be caught at about the 5. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And he's going to take this. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gay is on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
And New York set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard
To
line.
throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. The Patriots locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 35-24, the final score. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. 35-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Jefferson.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Now a run with Akers. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again here with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Henderson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
Again, it's Henderson.
2.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
a 31-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28.
Makes the score Rams 31, Giants 3.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he stopped immediately there. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case, when a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Van Jefferson. Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, look at that. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Jones.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle.
Jones pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver still gets a point there? Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Open man, Higby, the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Down, New York.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Daniel Jones.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Here's Riley Dixon now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
That'll be caught by Cobb. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And New York set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jones, off play action. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jabal Sheard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
The Giants take over.
New York ready to go again offensively. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
Jones.
A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.